Hey everyone, it's Little K at Little K Artistry. I'm not in my studio today and I'm not featuring myself today. I'm featuring my art that I first started with almost 2 years ago. I think you've all heard me tell that I started painting rocks and I wanted to show some of the original because I've said in a video that I had kept most of them because I just couldn't part with them. So I wanted to do a video that featured some of the rocks and mandala stones that I did when I very first started painting almost 2 years ago on the recommendation of my therapist. And this I want to share with you, that's my signature. I want to share with you the very first rock that I ever painted. And this, here she is. This is my little green M&M. And I was not at all happy with how this came out. I am a perfectionist, so it took me a really long time to do the M. I see all the flaws. This rock actually came broken like this, and when I first saw it, I thought to myself, oh my goodness, that's an M&M with a bite out of it. So there you go. That's my first one. So then after I decided, well, yeah, I guess I could still do this. I thought, well, I love flowers, so I moved on to this type, which is sort of like mandala. I just use dotting tools, which I still use from time to time in my paintings. And there's my signature again, of course, with a smiley face on it. So this is just pink and white and black. It's got little flowers on it. There's a little silver in there too. Then I moved on to one that was like this, which is a different type of a flower with some little leaves in there. Again, it's just using dotting tools. My signature. This is just a plain old rock that I painted black, and then I got into mandalas, and I went a little crazy on this one. Literally almost went blind doing this. There's my thumb, so that's how big these. This one, there's my signature again. This one I wanted it to look like lace, and I think it sort of does. But again, the dots are not perfect, and I really hated it because I am a perfectionist and I have OCD, and this drove me insane that I couldn't get it exactly perfect. And here's another. This is just on a rock. Oop, that's upside down. There's my signature again. Okay. And then this is just a simple black and blue. And you can see they're raised. I used the dotting tool. There's that one. And then I thought it would be really cool if I did some shells. So, there's my signature again, with the little smiley face. Tell you, I can't be serious. Even my signature is goofy. So this one features the pink, purple, and teal, which has been a favorite color combination of mine. This is just a shell. I got these shells online. Amazon, I think. Here's another one, which was the black and the orange and gold. This was the first time I found QNAG, which is quinacridone nickel azo gold. That's that orange color right there. There's that one. And then, of course, I had to do the pink and black and blue. Again, wanted to make it look like lace. And then, of course, there's my signature up there. Oh, where is it? Hold on. There it is, with my little smiley face. Okay, then I got into my favorite type of tree, which is sakura, or cherry blossom. And this is just, again, a stone. And this one, I didn't color the background. This is the natural color of the stone. I just did a tree with a heart and some cherry blossoms. This one is my all-time favorite, also a cherry blossom. This one I did paint black, and I did a little bit of a moonscape sky in the background. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little bit of a moonscape back there. And a cherry blossom tree. That was my favorite. This is a rock. My signature again. So this is a rock. Then I decided I would try some horses, because I love horses. These rocks are all natural. I didn't paint the background. I just did a horse head. There's my signature again with a smiley face on it. There's that one. You can see the natural colors of the rock behind it. And then I did this one. I did a set of 4 of these. Just a gray rock and my signature again. And then this one I thought was really neat because it has speckles. So I did a real simple horse on that one. And then my signature again. Just showing you my signature so you know they're mine. Not that I would steal someone else's art and pass it off as my own, but I mean, you know. And then this one. And there you go. Those are my horses. Then I thought, you know, this mandala stuff is really cool, but I can't make them perfect, and I want to make them perfect, so I started making my own shapes. And I started with hearts. This is one of my favorites. This again. And this is a mandala stone that I actually made myself. I used a form, and I can't remember what kind of mix I use. Mandala stone mixing compound. It hardens, so I just poured it into the mold, and usually within 24 hours it's hard, and then I was able to paint it. So that one's kind of a little bit iridescent. And then I made some small round ones like this one. That one also I wanted to look like lace, and that one I nearly went blind making because it's very tiny. And there's my signature again. That one. And then I did some a little bit bigger. I tried to do I forget what they call it when you do a dot and then you pull, you drag it. That takes a lot of practice. And this one I did not care for because I couldn't get the dragging part down really well. And it was very frustrating because I kept messing up. But there is my signature again. I do like the color combination though. And then I did this one, which is one of my favorites. I like this one. I'm not sure why. The bright colors on the black background, maybe? I like the leaves and the tiny flowers in the middle. That's also okay. And then I did some odd shapes. This one, I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know. Those took forever. Oh my goodness. Those really, oy. It's funny how looking at these brings back the memory of when I made them. And it's interesting because that one I signed in black. It's interesting because I told you that this was my therapy. My therapist recommended I start painting. And I can remember where I was, where my mental health was when I did each one of these. And it's interesting to go back and look at. I haven't looked at them in a while. Here's just a real simple one that I did. I thought it was really kind of neat. It reminded me of a merry-go-round. I like just the black, white, and gray. And that's mine. Then, of course, last but not least, I got into the big mandala stones. And I started with some real simple color combinations. This is just a combination of greens and yellows with some tiny dark green. That's neat. Oh, I signed that one in white, I think. Yep. Just a real simple one. And then here's another real simple one. My favorite color. So again, these, I made these actual stones. They're made out of mandala stone mix. I forget what it's called. I'm trying to remember, and it's really upsetting me that I can't remember what it's called. But you mix it. It's like quick concrete, but it's not concrete. You mix it with water, and then you pour it into the mold, and then it sets up. So that one is the purple and gray on black. I thought that was really cool because it kind of looks like a pinwheel in the middle. And then this one is rainbow. I really liked this one. And you can see I was practicing the pulling in that one too. I was getting a little bit better as I went along with the dotting, able to get them a little bit more even. That one I really liked because it's rainbow, and I love rainbows. Started with red in the middle. That one I really like a lot. And then we're getting down to the last two, which are my two favorite ones. This one, I don't know what it is about this one that I love. It almost looks like an ombre because they're getting from big to small there. And I really, something about this really I just like it. Plus I love the way they feel. You can feel the dots. And that one also got my name on it. Little K. That one. And this one is my all-time favorite of all of them. I see all the flaws. I mean, I look at it and I go, wow, that really is terrible. I don't know why I like it, though. I do know why I like it. I remember where I was in my life and my mental health when I did this one. And this one was the start of the healing, when I really had come out of, I was in a very bad situation, an abusive, narcissistic relationship situation. And it took everything that I had to get out of it. I don't know if those of you who can relate. I don't typically share that because it's very negative and I don't like to go back there. But it's also part of my testimony. But I remember where I was when I did this, and I was in a very good place. So this brings back a very happy memory. That's a good one. I like. Plus, it reminds me of a flower with leaves, don't you think? Oh, I gotta show you my. Yeah, that was me too. Okay, there I am. Well, that one's got a big smile. See, I told you I was in a good place, mental health wise. So there you go. I know several of you have asked. So this was the first one, and then that was one of the last ones that I did. It's a little bit of big giant. Ended with green. Started with green, ended with green. So hello. Yeah. So there they are. Those are my therapy for the first probably 6 months after I got out of that situation and was healing. This was my healing. That's like quite emotional to look back on these again. So I appreciate you looking back on my Painting Rocks time with me. And if you have a comment or if you want to share something, just, be advised that this is YouTube and it's public, so other people can read it. Don't share anything you're not comfortable with sharing. I'm looking forward to getting back into my studio again, doing some more painting with you all. I'm very excited to be sharing my recipes for my fluid art, as simple as they are. And I'm also really excited about launching my program, Art Beyond the Canvas, and it is going to have something to do with all of this and helping to make happiness out of situations that aren't necessarily happy. It's also going to be a lot having to do with my background in life coaching. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing that with you all. And I apologize, I don't like the phrase "so yeah," and I just think I said it a couple of times, so I apologize. I'm not going to say "so yeah" again because that really drives me insane. Hi, okay. There you go. I hope you guys like this. It gives you a little more insight into my story and my history with painting, and that this was my foundation. This is where I got my start. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Have a beautiful night, and remember, go make the art.